So some things you're going to need, well, some things I use when I apply my lashes. I use an applicator. And this is by Ardell, but if you're comfortable with an applicator, you can use any applicator. You're also going to need tweezers. Now, I prefer the tweezers with the straight edge. But there are also tweezers that are round at the edge, pointy at the edge, smooth, sharper, smaller at the edge. You're also going to need an adhesive. I prefer to use Duo. You can use the Duo dark tone or the Duo light tone. It's white and it dries clear. This is gray, but it dries black. You're going to need a mascara, and this has been my go-to. I probably need to do a favorites video. But this is the mascara I've been using. It is the Rimmel Lush Flirt. I don't know, I done rubbed it off because I use it so much. Mascara. And you're going to need eyeliner, and I use the Wet n Wild gel liner in 886. It is Blackest Black. Wet n Wild, you can get it from anywhere. And a liner brush. You can use any liner brush that you want to. First thing you want to do is take your lash and measure it to your eye. All you're going to do is place it on there, and if there is no extra at the ends, it's perfect. If there is extra, meaning you have your lash strip touching your actual eyelid, like over here somewhere, then you need to trim it. Always trim from the longest side, the longest lash. You never want to trim your short side. So if you had to trim, you would trim the outer lash. And some people use scissors, hair scissors to trim. I use these. These are the fingernail, toenail thingies. Not sure what they're called, but these are what I use when I do trim my lashes. Sometimes I trim my red cherries, sometimes I don't. I just mush them in so I can have a fanner lash. Fanner? A more fanned lash. So, after you make sure your lash fits, and you pretty much know what you want to do with it, where you want to place it for your upper lash line, you take your tweezers, and you grip your lash in it. And you never want to pull the hairs when you're pulling it out the pack. Try to get the strip, because if you pull hairs, you may accidentally pull a hair out, and then you may have spaces. I keep looking over there. That's where my little camera thing is. Spaces in your lash. So you want to take your applicator and place the lash in the applicator. And you can zhuzh it around. You're never going to get it on the first try. I never do. Sometimes it looks like that. Sometimes there's ends hanging out. You do whatever's comfortable for you. I like my band to be a little away from the actual applicator part. So it looks like that. Then you're going to take your adhesive. And what I like to do is, as opposed to tilting the adhesive down and squeezing onto the strip, I like to make a bubble of my adhesive, similar to that, and just kind of run my lash strip in the bubble. There we have a big old bubble. The bubble of glue, not the air bubble. You don't need a lot. I go over the ends more than anything because the ends are what seem to raise up or rise or loosen as time goes on. So I just go over it, go over the ends, and you let it dry a little bit. Sometimes I don't, to be honest with you. I blow on it for a couple and I stick them jokers on. And my telephone's ringing, but I ain't answering it right now. If it's my honey, she'll call my cell phone or send me a text. Because my mirror's over here and I want you to see the full on, I'm going to use my little piece mirror that my honey gave me. So I'm going to look down. So what you want to do is, after it gets tacky, you want to find a good mirror. that you'll be able to see from, and you want to place your lashes. Now I have on eyeliner because I just came from work. Some people like to line over top of the lash. Some people like to line before the lash. I like to line before the lash. Depending on what type of adhesive I use, then I'll line over top of it. If I'm using dark tone, I don't. So it's easier for me to line my eyes before I put on my lashes. So I'll line them. And I like a wing, so I do that. Sometimes I make it a little thicker so that the lash band or lash strip blends into the actual eye to make it look more natural. So what I like to do is look in the mirror, kind of squint a little bit, place my applicator on my lashes almost, and get the band as close to the actual eyelash bed as possible. If you can see that. Then is when your tweezers come back in. Then you're going to take your tweezers and fix them. For me, it's easier using an applicator as opposed to tweezers, but you do what's comfortable for you. If the applicator is too big or too clumsy in your hands, try it with a tweezer. The one thing you want to focus on is getting the middle on, the middle of your lash on, and then just adjusting the ends to where you need them. What I can say is with the applicator, it gets them spot on. Like it doesn't take, in the morning, it'll take me not even a second to put my lashes on. So after you're done with your lashes and they're on, you want to blend your natural lash into the false lash. So that's when your mascara comes in. Of course, you want to coat the bottom lash because you don't want to look like a fool going up and down the street. Even though I don't always coat my bottom lash. I'm just joking, y'all. So you're going to coat. And there are many ways to apply mascara. That's just something I do the way I do it. I'll zhuzh it and then I'll go over the ends and then I'll sweep the bottom. It's whatever's comfortable for you. Basically, what I wanted you all to see is how to use an applicator and how to place the lash. And you can figure out how you want to zhuzh it with the tweezer. If you are not comfortable with a lash applicator, let me back up off this camera. You can use tweezers. I've seen people use fingers and I applaud them. Ooh, I admire them. These fat things are not going near my eye. I blink, 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 blink. No. So I hope this helped to my sister, to my homegirl D, anybody else who wanted to know how I apply my lashes. I hope this helped. I love y'all. Keep asking questions, keep requesting stuff. If you want to see a look, then request it. If I got it, I will do it. And y'all know I have a lot of makeup, so request away. If anybody wants to know what I'm having on my face, I use the NARS Sheer Matte. My color is Syracuse. And to set the NARS, I use my oldie but goodie Bare Essentials in Golden Tan. My cheek contour is Max Blunt. My blush is actually two blushes. It's a Mary Kay blush and a Milani blush, a baked blush. I don't even have my nose ring in. I'm kind of salty right now. On my lips is Lorac liner, lip liner, and a CoverGirl lip, and I think it's in Seductive. But because this is eyeshadow, I didn't have nothing. I mean, mascara, I didn't have nothing pulled out. You see my thoughts are real jumbled. I'm just getting from work. Went and got the dogs out the kennel, put them in the yard, gave them some water, ta-da, do this video, and then take all this stuff off and get in the shower. But the eye look, I call it Electric Boogaloo. Let me zoom in so I'll be all up on the camera. We're zooming, we're zooming, we're zooming, we're zooming, and zooming, and zooming. So this is the look I wore today to work. Yes, I wear bright stuff to work. It's a little faded because I had white in here. But you can still see a hint of the white. And the hint of white was CoverGirl. It wasn't a massive white. It was just a hint of white in the tear duct. But that green is actually blue, which is a Laurent Blake eyeshadow in Insider. And a lime green from CoverGirl. I don't remember the name of it. And it's white is CoverGirl as well. And for the base, I used Urban Decay's Greed. And I just put that blue with a little bit of that lime green on my lower lash line. And I call it Electric Boogaloo. Just for anybody that wanted to know. I also have pictures on Twitter, on Facebook, my beauty page, and I'm going to put some on Beautylish as soon as I can. So I might as well throw that plug in there, y'all. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Beautylish. My handle is SugarPopQueen75. Feel free to email me anytime, sugarpopqueen75@gmail.com, and rate, comment, subscribe, and look for more from me. I hope y'all got something out of this video other than my silly quirkiness all over the place rambling. Love y'all. Smooches. Peace.